Welcome to what is happening in today with Crowning Thoughts. Santiago D.C. Maria Truth Speaker.
Kristi Noem humiliated on live TV. Anchor cuts her off mid-lie, exposes deadly ICE cover-up impeachment now in motion. In a blistering moment of raw accountability that the Trump regime never saw coming. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem was brutally fact-checked and effectively silenced on live television yesterday when MS Now anchor Ari Melber cut away from her press conference mid-sentence to dismantle her avalanche of lies about the fatal ICE shooting of innocent mother Renee Nicole Good. In Minneapolis, this wasn't just a slip-up. It was a calculated exposure of Noem's desperate propaganda machine designed to smear a dead woman and shield rogue agents from justice. Noem's fabrications crumbled under the weight of viral video evidence, eyewitness accounts, and unflinching journalism, laying bare the rotten core of Trump's immigration terror campaign. And now, finally, impeachment papers are being prepared against her, because enough is enough. This bloodthirsty liar has abused power for too long, and the reckoning has arrived. Let's rip the mask off this farce once and for all. On January 7, 2026, during Trump's escalated largest immigration operation ever in the Twin Cities, an ICE agent gunned down 37-year-old U.S. citizen Renee Nicole Good, a loving mother, poet, and community caretaker, in broad daylight. Bystander videos show agents swarming her vehicle, issuing conflicting commands, and then opening fire as she attempted to drive away with no agent in harm's path, no weapon on Renee, no threat. Just execution-style brutality from a force empowered by Noem's hateful directives. Yet, hours later, Noem stood before cameras and spewed outright falsehoods, claiming Renee was stalking agents all day, impeding operations, weaponizing her vehicle in an act of domestic terrorism, and even inventing details like agents being stuck in snow while she allegedly rammed them. Trump piled on with his own vicious smears, falsely asserting Renee ran over an officer, but the truth exploded across screens nationwide. Viral footage contradicted every word: no ramming, no terrorism, no justification for lethal force. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey called the federal narrative bullshit. Governor Tim Walz urged the public not to believe the propaganda machine. Even former ICE officials and law enforcement experts tore apart Noem's claims as irresponsible and baseless. And then came the knockout blow. During live coverage of Noem's presser on MS Now's The Beat, host Ari Melber interrupted the feed, declaring her assertions didn't match the video evidence. He ruthlessly fact-checked her in real time, highlighting the absence of any mob-blocking agents, no vehicle weaponization, and no danger to officers, before cutting away entirely as she veered into more irrelevant rants about crime and immigration. This wasn't polite interruption. It was a public evisceration, refusing to platform proven lies that dishonor a murdered mother's memory. Noem's humiliation didn't end there. Hosts on The View branded her a serial liar, citing her history of falsehoods from denying ICE swept up U.S. citizens and veterans in raids to defying court orders on the border. Morning Joe's Joe Scarborough torched her bold-faced lie in labeling Renee a terrorist, pointing out fabricated details like snowbanks that appear nowhere in the videos. Across networks and social media, the backlash was ferocious. Noem exposed as a propagandist willing to defame the dead to protect Trump's cruel agenda. Her pattern is crystal clear: smear victims, inflate threats, and escalate violence while hiding behind badges. From militarized raids terrorizing communities to this outright murder, Noem has turned DHS into a rogue enforcer of MAGA vengeance, not law. The fallout is seismic and justified. Thousands poured into Minneapolis streets for vigils and protests, mourning Renee and demanding ICE's withdrawal. Schools closed amid safety fears. Nationwide demonstrations erupted from New York to California, chanting for accountability. And in Congress, the hammer is dropping. Illinois Democratic Rep. Robin Kelly announced she is filing articles of impeachment against Noem, charging her with obstruction of justice, violation of public trust, and self-dealing. Kelly didn't mince words. Noem is an incompetent leader, a disgrace to our democracy. Wreaking havoc from Chicago to Minneapolis, violating the Constitution, ending lives, and separating families. These aren't empty threats. This is the path to holding her accountable for turning ICE into a weapon of terror, lying to cover bloodshed, and abusing power for political gain. This moment exposes the entire Trump-Noem playbook. Flood cities with masked agents, provoke chaos, kill when challenged, then lie boldly to rewrite history. But videos don't lie. Witnesses don't lie. The American people aren't buying it anymore. Renee's death, preventable, senseless, infuriating, is the breaking point. We honor her by fighting fiercer. Demand criminal charges for the shooter, independent probes free from DHS interference, an end to these rogue raids, and Noem's removal from office. Impeachment isn't revenge, it's justice. Pathways to citizenship, not bullets. Humanity over hatred. Noem's live TV takedown is a victory for truth, a warning to authoritarians that lies have consequences. The MAGA house of cards is crumbling. Keep pushing, America. Justice for Renee means dismantling this regime of fear, one exposed lie at a time. Follow so we can stay connected. Your support matters more than you know, and I appreciate every moment you give to listen. Your support is important to me, and it helps me a lot. It keeps me active, bringing you important information with your support and comments, likes and shares. Feel free to like, support, and subscribe. I will always provide content for you. I appreciate every support you give. Crowning Thoughts, True Speaker, copyright 2025 by Santiago D.C. Maria, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution. I love you all and I appreciate each of you. Stay blessed. Thank you for listening. Love always. Santiago D.C. Maria.